the previous video, this car literally took flight and blew the heck up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. We upgraded the hell out of this thing. Just look at that servo. Not only that, we have a much larger gear and a much bigger battery. And we're running in this thing a brand new Innovation RC 10,500 milliamp. Look at that gear. That gear is just absurd. Welcome back to Innovation RC, guys. I have the new Rlaarlo SBK 10 scale buggy out here. The last time we had this out, it literally blew up. Well, actually, it caught air, the battery punctured, and then the battery just wanted to do its own little thing after that. We've been down and out for about a month here, and this is the first time that we actually have this thing back out and running. And we're running in this thing a brand new Innovation RC 10,500 milliamp 2S battery. 7 gauge wire as well. Let's get a zoom in on that. That is just beautiful. Unfortunately, this body is just a little bit too small to house this massive Innovation RC battery. So we're not going to be even running it today. But what I also want to do right now is just test it out, because this thing has not ran since the blow up. It really hasn't. I mean, I bench tested it, but it hasn't ran. So there's that crazy steering. I'm only going to keep it just for very short distances right now. Seems to be handling really well. All right, we'll do a very slow baby pull right now. This is just going to be a baby pull, nothing crazy. Oh my God. That is literally about a quarter throttle. Now, I've made a couple adjustments to this guy over here because the previous video, it literally wanted to pop up. As you can see, I have the rear wing higher downforce part. I actually trimmed that off. Now, I still want a little bit of downforce so I can make sure I get traction to the rear tires. But other than that, we need to let a lot of that air loose because the car handled amazing and we really don't need as much traction as I thought. Therefore, we're going to decrease our drag and increase our top speed. Another thing is that we are geared much higher than the fourth video. Now, as for the dynamic duo of a setup to go inside this car, we have a Mamba Monster X 8S ESC from Castle Creations, and paired that, we have a 1412 6400 drag motor. And just look at that gear. That gear is just absurd. It is literally significantly larger than the larger gear that I put in the previous video. We're going to see a massive difference with speed here. And another thing that I did notice is that I had a little bit of sticky steer in the previous videos. So I'm pretty sure the original servo just didn't have enough torque to keep the tires looking straight. So I went with an upgraded Power Hobby 729 MBL brushless steering servo. And I got to tell you, this is my go-to servo. This is just a wicked amount of torque coming from a servo like this, and look at that. Now, but here's the thing, you don't really want to steer like that at high speed, so I can actually just turn the end point down a lot, so I steer significantly less. But why I really got it is just so it can hopefully keep itself on a straighter line rather than sticky steering left or right. And I'm really gonna hope that this car is just refined further with what we're going to be doing today. So testing is pretty much complete. What I want to do is just have this thing cool down, keep the battery outside, keep it warm. Once everything is cool, then we're gonna hit this thing up with a full speed run. So we're gonna see what that's gonna be like. And if you guys find that interesting, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Also, if you haven't seen Innovation RC on Instagram, make sure you give that a quick little follow. We have some cool pictures, videos, and other sweet things on there. And it'll have content that'll drop before it hits YouTube. So make sure you check that out. All right, so enough jib jab. We're gonna run this thing, and yeah, let's just hop right in. All right, so here we go. We are all zeroed out. Gonna see how well we can do. My fingers are crossed. I'm gonna stay on this pathway until there's no traffic coming and going, and then we're gonna get on it and we're gonna see how well we do. All right, here we go. We're all clear. All right, Rlaarlo SBK on the Innovation RC Extreme 10,500 on 2S. Now, I was full throttle for a few seconds, which is great. And I definitely want to make another pass. 94. That is just incredible. Wow. And that's just on 2S. That is only a 2S, guys. 2S. That's crazy. 90 plus miles an hour on a single 2S. Holy moly. Alrighty, guys. Here's round number 2 on 2S. Rlaarlo SBK 10. We're going to see how well this thing can do. My fingers are crossed now. Here we come. Like an arrow. Let's see what that was with round 2. 94 confirmed. We're confirmed over 90, guys. Oh my God, that is just amazing. On a single 2S, which is incredible. Everything seems to be running very good. 10,500 milliamp, Innovation RC, Extreme 2S battery, incredible. And here is the balance lead. This is just an absolute badass setup. I know 90 miles an hour isn't like the fastest speed we've seen on this channel, but 90 miles an hour on a voltage that you literally cannot go any lower with. Normally I would do a speed run with lower voltage and just say like, hey, oh, all right, this is gonna be my warm-up pass. We really can't even warm up. That's already the lowest voltage I can possibly have. I'm actually using the bone stock remote. I'm actually not even gonna turn it off. Right here, bone stock remote still. And yeah, there's, hi. I'm not hiding any other remote. Bone stock remote. If I turn this back on, here's proof in the pudding. Yeah, just turn the steering up. Just like that. I am absolutely ecstatic, guys. This is a channel record. Out of 18 years of me being in this RC hobby, I've never done over 90 miles an hour on a single 2S battery. That's just insane. And the thing about it is that was just a test setup. Now, if you guys want to get your hands on any of these beautiful power bricks, the brand new Extreme line, I have a link right up there so you guys can get your hands on some of them. Now, they come in 2, 3, 4, and 6S voltages and also 12,500 milliamp. And make sure you guys use the code InnovationRC to get a little bit of cheddar off these batteries. So make sure you use that code on the website. All right, guys, so I appreciate all of you for watching. Make sure you stay safe and have a good one.